Hey guys, I'm Grestar, and welcome back to another episode of this red version randomizer. So, what I did is, I cleared out everyone east of Fuchsia City, and then I went through the Silphco Tower in Saffron. And I realized that I think we're actually done gathering key items at this point, because we have the HM for Surf, we have the HM for Strength, and so, we need those to get to Cinnabar and to get through Victory Road and things like that. We already have the secret key, so that means the Blaine's Gym is unlocked. And, and we have access to Erica's because we have Cut. We just cleaned out, again, Silphco, so we have access to Sabrina's, and then we'll have access to Giovanni's. And so, I don't think we need to actually get any more key items. We still could, like, go through Cinnabar Mansion and get the secret key, which I think that I will, largely because it's just easy to do. But then I think we're good. So, also, I'll show you real quick. First, this is the time now. So the in-game time has been 8 hours and 10 minutes. And some of that has been like, when I'm doing it off camera, I don't always pay full attention to the game. I'll be like talking on Discord or something like that with friends. But it's close enough, And these are my levels. So I've been trying to get Jag in particular up to a higher level, just because I'm used to having a higher level Nidoking. And so I want to be able to fall back on some of the speedrunning strats if I need to. But the others are not in bad places themselves, with the lowest being 32. I mean, most of them being 32. So I think that's pretty good overall. For Blaine's Gym, I do think I want to raise Toidle up, because I definitely want to get an evolution. But, we'll see what happens. So from here, let's pop a Super Repel. Then I actually have to go in and activate Surf myself, because Gen 1. But yeah, so heading now to Cinnabar Island, gonna go to the Pokemon Mansion, and like I said, it's gonna be quick. I'm going to ignore, like, most of the items. I'll be picking up 3 things in total, so won't be anything big. So just gotta surf down here, and so my plan is, Pokemon Mansion, and then Blaine's... No, actually not Blaine's just yet. So I'll probably end up switching Toidle back. Oh, actually, I could potentially teach Toidle Ice Beam, and let Nidoking have Blizzard. Something I hadn't thought about before, but I very well might do that, actually. I don't know, but it would still be better to have Nidoking fight Erica, though. Sorry, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. Alright, so I'm gonna go through this place, then we're gonna go fight Erica's gym, then we're gonna come back and get Blaine. I wanted to do this first so I could get Blizzard, because Blizzard is handy for Erica, as you might imagine. And of course for some of the fights we have later on. But here's Blizzard. So I'll just first use another Repel, because that one was about to run out. Then Blizzard right here. Yeah, I'm surprised so many Pokemon can learn it, but yeah, I'm gonna teach it to Jag. Now it's thrown off a little bit, because usually I would teach it over Bubble Beam, but instead we have Surf, so I'll just teach it over Thrash instead. Because normally we would have Horn Drill, Earthquake, Thunderbolt, and Blizzard, but we didn't teach him Thunderbolt, so oh well. He's not gonna have Thrash anymore. Then we activate this. What level are you, though? Alright, because I have Toidle up in front. I already forgot that I didn't have Jag up in front. I was like, what Pokemon is a higher level? That's gotta be really rare. But I suppose it was already rare enough to get this level 32, or 33, considering this is the first Pokemon we found so far in the mansion. But maybe that's because down here in the basement, it's more common. And I am tempted to switch Jag out front just to stop these encounters from happening. But they actually seem relatively weak, or at least in a way where Toidle could take care of them pretty easily. And I assume they're decent experience. I admit I didn't actually check with that coughing, I was busy talking. And it's sad that that was so close to killing the Ponyta in 1 hit, but not quite. So instead he has to take like 2 more hits. At least he didn't get burned, that's something. Wait, how much? Yeah, see, 738, like that's pretty good. I'm reluctant to make him give that up. I'd like to think he... it's level 35, I don't know. I was gonna say I'd like to think he could take it down. but maybe not. You know what? That Ponyta, actually, with the health it had, that would have been, like, a really good capture for more Pokedex stuff. Oh, speaking of Pokedex stuff, so I have 36. I went into the Safari Zone twice. I didn't end up catching much. I got 3 or 4 new Pokemon, I think, so not a lot. But I didn't want to spend a ton of time there, nor did I want to spend a lot of money. And I figure I don't need the experience all. Oh, also another thing that I realized is, assuming that it is actually telling us the correct item, which it should, because it has been for, like, everything else, that experience all was, like, vanilla, and so that's kind of interesting. Like, that's how you get it normally, and that's how you got it in the randomizer. So I thought it was funny. Alright, I would be tempted to, I was gonna say, to try to catch it again, you know, use Surf and all that, but I didn't want Toidle to have to die. But now that Toidle's gonna die anyway, like, yeah. Now can we run? Now we got away, okay. Where's Jag? We'll just make sure the rest of this area is encounterless. Alright, so here is the second to last item we're getting. Because I figure I might as well since it's here. And here is what would be the secret key. Now the Sylph Scope. Okay, so that did end up being worthless. Good to know. I think that was the most worthless item we could have gotten at this point in the game. So that's fun, but oh well. But yeah, something I was talking about, and then I went back to Blizzard and stuff like that I hadn't considered before this session, it just hadn't crossed my mind, was yeah, I could totally teach Ice Beam to Toidle. Even if I don't end up using Toidle for this gym, it would still be good for him to... Oh, right, I banked it. I banked putting the PC, you know what I mean. I don't know what TM it is, for the record. So this might be interesting trying to find it. It's in a chunk of 3. So it's gotta be those up there. We're gonna try TM13. Let's see if it's it. Yes! Alright, good. I didn't want to pull them all out, so I thought I'd gamble, and I was right. Okay. We'll just get rid of Tail Whip. Like, I don't need that. Okay, so now we have Erica. Oh, I need to get my Paris out, because he has my cut. Oh, and I think for that, I have to switch back to box 1. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Alright, I get it. For this one, we will put away... I guess we'll put away Clefable. No, I might need Clefable. Put away Raticate. Why not? Alright, withdraw. I mean, like, thinking about it, realistically, Toidle is, like, the worst one to have here. Aside from Dugtrio, I suppose. Considering weaknesses and all that, but... whatever, I have Ice Beam, I want to try to use it. Okay, but we got our cut Pokemon. So now... I couldn't remember if I healed, honestly. So now we'll head down to Erica's gym. Like, because... like I said, I think that we have all the key items we need for this run, so I was really hoping that the secret key would end up being Bike. Because that just would have been helpful. It just would have been convenient. I could go around faster instead of having to walk like this. But not a huge deal. You know, I was just planning on doing the usual, like, faster route, but I suppose I should actually try to take on some of these trainers, huh? For experience sake. Yeah, that would be the smart thing to do. I'll do it. Alright, I don't know what they have, though. But we are at a higher level, definitely, by this point. I mean, we did Koga's before Erica's, like... we're already at a higher level. So, all in all, it shouldn't be that bad. My concern is just, like, if Ice Beam doesn't finish one of them off and then they get a critical Razor Leaf. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to lose to one of these fights in this gym. But, you know, it'd just be a hassle to have to go back and heal and stuff like that. So I'll take on this one first. Usually this is the only... no, sorry. The second only, I guess, extra trainer you'd fight. Alright, Ice Beam again. That's my plan through this gym, is I'm just gonna have Toidle Ice Beam him. I might have Jag kind of monopolize Erica herself, but Toidle's handling this just fine. One of my bigger concerns is just PP at this point. You know, Ice Beam doesn't have a lot to start with, and so if he's just using that on every Pokemon, obviously it's gonna run out pretty quickly. But I need to use it for a reason. I don't think anything else would take him out in one hit. Like, I'm pretty sure Surf wouldn't do that. Surf is a strong move, and it has Stab and everything, but, you know, they're grass. Though, since this person has 4, and they're relatively low level, I do want to try Surf. Just see how much it does. Okay. Yeah, I regret that, because now I'm paralyzed. So now they're all gonna get a hit in before I can move. I should have waited to do that on, like, a Bellsprout. They're less likely to have those kinds of dumb moves. Because, of course, I don't have any, like, Paralyze Heal or anything. Oh, and now I'm wrapped, too. That's what I get for trying to be conservative with my PP. And he just wraps me as soon as I'm out. Because he's faster than me, because I'm paralyzed. You know, I was spamming Surf. I'm gonna start spamming Ice Beam now, because if I can hit him, I just want to kill him ASAP. That's the longest wrap. Cut it out. That's Water Gun. He wrapped me again, though, so it doesn't even matter. This fight turned dumb really quickly. He could just wrap me forever. You know, bugger this. We're going to Jag. Are you just gonna wrap me too? Well, you wouldn't have, but then I got fully paralyzed. Okay. At least that time we got him. So even paralyzed, he's faster than them, just because he's like double their level. So Jag is gonna take this fight in its entirety. Thankfully, Blizzard, even though it's like still just as powerful, and I think has a higher chance to freeze the enemy than in like current games, its accuracy in Gen 1 is like 90%, I'm pretty sure. So, pretty nice for us. Not likely to miss. And even if it does miss in this gym, it's not the end of the world. Like, the worst part is just, it would take time like that. I really, though, don't think that I don't have any full heals, I don't have any paralyzed heals. So we're gonna have to go back, because I don't want to have another fight drag on like that. So I'm just gonna go back and heal. I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, trainers on this side. Well, there's one. So we have this girl, and then the 3 inside, and then there's Erica herself. So inside, the little area you have to cut into, you know? I'm just gonna use Ice Beam. I'm gonna say screw PP, and we're just gonna go for it. Hopefully Toidle can have enough PP for these last, like, 4 trainers. And then, yeah, I'll probably have Jag just take all of Erica. You survived! Ow! Actually, it wasn't that bad. Alright, cool. Ivysaur's down. Toidle grew to level 34, so definitely making progress on that front. Cool. 2 more levels, right? Then he levels up, or evolves. 2 more levels, then he levels up. Okay. Few more to go. Now, I do really just want to skip through these guys, admittedly, and just, you know, fight the 2 trainers that I need and then fight Erica. But I am concerned about the Elite 4, admittedly. Because, you know, I haven't been following the speedrun tactics that I know. Even if I got Nidoking to the right level, it wouldn't have been through fighting the right Pokemon, and he himself doesn't have the same stats. And so, you know, I just wouldn't be confident that I could use the same, like, X accuracy, X speed, Horn Drill kinds of strats or whatever. And he doesn't have Thunderbolt, because I gave that to Clefable instead. And in doing so, that kind of limited what I could do. Like, I kind of have to use my other Pokemon now. Which was a bit of a bitter realization. Like, even if I wanted to try to go back and just do the normal speedrun kind of strats, I'm just not confident that I could. Oh, that was just bad timing to miss. Isn't Ice Beam, like, 100%? So wasn't that Gen 1? Also, where's my Poké Flute? I always pass it because I'm not used to it being so high up. But yeah. What I'm tempted to do here... Okay, thank you for not affecting me that time. What I'm tempted to do here is skip Blaine's trainers, because you could do that just by answering the quizzes, but then you get, of course, no experience, and that's the issue that I keep coming back to, you know? Is it worth it to go through and get these guys experience? Because before too long, you know, we're gonna be hitting Victory Road. And if I do have to rely on them, like if Jag were to die, I would need Pokemon to fall back on. And I just can't guarantee that Jag wouldn't die. So, a little difficult there, a little difficult. Alright, so it should just be one execute, yeah? Yeah, cool. Let's see if a single Ice Beam will take it out. Because then we'd have one left. Nice, alright. So I think what I'm going to do is Jag will take the first Pokemon of Erica's, and then Toidle will take the second, and Jag the third. But to skip through her text really quickly, she's one of the worst gym leaders, at least in this generation. Like, was it Claire in Gen 2? Like, she's probably the worst. She's terrible. Not in terms of, like, I don't mean, by the way, that they're, like, hard, like, difficult. Not to say that Claire isn't. I just mean, like, in terms of, like, being bad people or, like, not suitable to be a gym leader, kind of bad. Like, Claire absolutely should not be. And Erica, yeah, I don't think so either. Lieutenant Surge probably shouldn't have an impassable tree, like, in the only entrance to his gym. Giovanni, 1, probably shouldn't be a criminal, and 2, probably should actually be at his gym now and then. Gym leaders are just so, like, irresponsible in these games, it's weird. Like, how can they get away with that? Oh. Well, phooey. How did you know I was gonna do that much damage to you? She was just, like, totally prepared. I have to assume that she's gonna heal again. I mean, one spined ends? No? I guess not. Alright. Bit of a shame that, you know, the single Ice Beam didn't take it out, but whatever, it worked in the end. Just send Jag in for another Earthquake here. Now, Sabrina's gym is where it might get a little more complicated, too, because I'm pretty sure Jag should be a few levels higher at this point. I mean, yeah, before ever fighting Erica, like, when you finish fighting Koga, you're supposed to get him... How high is it? Actually, yeah, how high is that? Because I think during the fight you reach 43? Is it 43 or 44? Either way, then you use like 3 rare candies on him to revive him, so I'm like 6 or 7 levels under, I think. But either way. We finished that one. We're moving on. And I could still keep getting Toidle some levels. And I think that's a smart thing to do right now. Like, he's almost evolved. And that would just be good to have. If I could get, you know, even if I can't get the whole team up to, like, be really fighting fit, if I can have at least 2, you know, Jag and Blastoise, that would be helpful. Of course, I'll try to get the others up, but this just seems like the most fitting gym for either Toidle or for Dugtrio to level up in. So I don't want to take that opportunity away from them necessarily. You know, I just feel bad. So we're gonna go through it. Hopefully it won't take too long. Obviously, you know, hard to say. And unfortunately, I think these guys are gonna take 2 Surfs. No! Oh wait, the Growlithe was the one who died before. It was like the Ponyta who survived. And Vulpix has a higher special than Growlithe in this gen, at least, I'm pretty sure. I don't know about, like, current gens. What was the critical? We may never know. I am sure we'll find another Vulpix in this gym. Ninetales is fast. At least faster than we are. I actually don't know. Another critical! Alright! Doesn't even matter. Level 36! Here we go! I probably should have looked at the stats. I just clicked on right through. My bad. Hands off the controller, we're gonna let this happen. Blastoise is so... he's so fat in this game. Look at him! Look at how big he is! Alright, cool. So there's Toidle. You know, just kind of for fairness, we should let Dugtrio take some. I actually looked up his learn set in Gen 1, and he will eventually learn Earthquake, or he would eventually learn Earthquake. I think he learns it at level 45, and the issue with that is I don't think he's going to get to 45. I really don't think he's going to get there by the time we're done with this. But, was it 45? It's somewhere around there, I think. But I believe it was around level 35, he'll learn Slash. And I think I was talking about that before, right? But like with his speed and with a high crit chance move, that thing should be critting all the time. So, Slash will be good. Be a lot better than Scratch, you know? I mean, it's already more powerful, but then a higher crit chance, heck yeah. So I definitely want to get him to 35 when I can. And, you know, Toidle already evolved, you know, just now, but it happened. I did say this gym was probably best for these two, so I think I should give him a shot. I think I should let Dugtrio take some of this. He's got to level up this next fight. He's bound to. He just got a ton of experience going in. Yeah, so if you didn't know, those little boxes, like, in the upper left, if you're going through this gym, you can just talk to the boxes instead. It'll ask you a question. If you get it right, the door opens, so you don't have to fight the trainer. If you get it wrong, you fight the trainer, and then the door opens. So, in case you didn't know that, now you do. I'm sure, like, everyone does. I'm sure most people at least do. But I didn't know that for the longest time. I only learned that, like, when I was learning how to speedrun this game, basically. I didn't know that you could just... thought you had to fight them all. I just assumed you did. So I'm just passing on that wisdom in case anyone else could make use of it. You're welcome. Alright. The bad thing about this is that, he only has so many digs. But that's really his only other move. I was definitely considering giving him Earthquake instead of giving it to Jag. I definitely considered it. But ultimately, I just decided, you know, no. So. Ooh, but here's a thought, actually. I could always, potentially, when I beat Giovanni, I could give Dugtrio Fissure, because he's already fast, so we wouldn't need to buff him with an X speed in a lot of cases, at least, you know? It would just be a matter of giving him an X accuracy first, so as long as he could survive the first hit, which is definitely questionable when you're getting into the Elite Four, he could potentially make use of Fissure. That'd be nice. You know, just another one-hit KO move, you know, for one of my members to have. Yeah. One of the things, though, that made me decide not to teach him Earthquake was obviously trying not to deviate too much from, like, what I know from speedrunning. But also the fact that he does learn Earthquake on his own. I really don't think he's gonna reach 45, but I acknowledge that it's possible that he will, you know? He certainly could. It just depends on how much attention I give him between now and, you know, the Elite Four. Because that's when it would be useful. Like, particularly in, against Agatha. That's where Earthquake would be super nice. Alright, can I finish you off with a Scratch? You didn't hit me with Growl. Even with a critical, though, not quite, not quite. That's a strong Rapidash. Just a strong Rapidash, as you can tell. See, which makes me not very confident as far as, like, Dugtrio being able to survive an attack for me to get X accuracy off. Okay, he has just a couple more dig, so let's use it for the rest of these fights. I'll just use Dugtrio until he's out of dig, basically, and then I'll switch to Toidle and let Toidle finish up this gym. I won't back all the way out unless I have to, you know, to heal. I do know that I have, like, Ethers and Elixirs, but I'm not that lazy. You know, not so lazy that I'm going to give up those, like, really rare items that could come in super handy later on. So there's the Dugtrio. You know what, it's a Growlithe. I don't have Dig anymore, but let's just try to scratch him. Let's see what happens. Of course, though, he has the higher... Yeah, that probably would have killed me. He has the the higher defense between Growlithe and Vulpix. But he missed, so it's all good. And he gets 355 from that anyway. Okay, let's see how close he is, because maybe if I do a little bit of switch training just for this next, like, fight here. Okay, yeah, I'll do that, because I think it's worth it getting him to level 35, at least to confirm whether or not he does learn Slash at that level. Like I said, I looked it up on Bulbapedia, but my memory's not perfect. And I've definitely misread Bulbapedia, or it wasn't clear enough. Like when it told me that Diglett could learn Cut, but that's only in, like, only in the remakes. It didn't specify that. Or maybe in Yellow. Maybe it also could in Yellow, I don't know. Don't recall. Oh, you're not Toidle. I guess it works, though. I do want to switch back to Toidle, though. I mean, not that you don't need experience, Jag, but you don't need it more than others on my team, that's for sure. Alright, but killing this Vulpix will give Dugtrio another level. Oh, come on, hit through the confusion, bud, you got this. There we go. This should be enough. Cool. Even if only just enough. Level 35. It's trying to learn Slash, yes. Okay. Now, I could just replace Scratch, but for now I'll replace Growl. Because I don't think I'll ever use Growl. Sand Attack maybe, just because it's overpowered in Gen 1, but Growl, I don't see that really happening. So we'll let him have a weaker one to finish things off if need be. But definitely want him to have Slash, so that's good. Now let's switch Toidle back to the front here. And we'll take on Blaine. So this will be good. This will probably go well. You know, another gym I could potentially use Dugtrio on is Sabrina's. Like I said, I was a little curious or concerned about that. Not super. Like, okay, it is a little scary, I'll admit, because Alakazam is really powerful, especially against living things, and it's quite fast. And so normally what I would do, I mean, with speedrunning, is your Nidoking is at just, like, the right level in speed stat that you, like, barely... I think barely, outspeed the Alakazam, but his defense is low enough, and your attack is high enough, that Earthquake, you could just wipe Sabrina's team all the way through. Super Potion, nice. Hadn't hit you yet. So, I don't know what's gonna happen against Sabrina, really, just because I know that I'm not a high enough level to be where I should be with those, like, speedrun strats. So I guess you could just say, like, you know, I mean, I could potentially just pop an X speed beforehand. Another Super Potion! It doesn't help when they haven't been damaged yet. Like, now you could have used one and benefited from it, but before, no. Now you've lost. You probably should have thought that through a little more, Blaine. So much experience on that Arcanine. I wish I could just fight Arcanines over and over again. I mean, there's only 2 Surfs. That's not too bad. Okay, TM38, and that is Fire Blast. Cool. You know, I bet Clefable could learn that. What even do you have at this point? Because I don't recall. Body Slam, Strength, Thunderbolt, and Psychic. So I could teach it over Body Slam, but Body Slam's quite nice. And I don't know if I need to have... Yeah, I don't think I need it, so I'm just gonna not. Oh yeah, I healed here. Works for me. Just get to Saffron. So now we're just gonna take on Sabrina and hope for the best. I mean, I'm gonna heal first. And then we're gonna take on Sabrina and hope for the best. And then we get a move to Giovanni. So this is just kind of the, you know, it's boss run mode. Now, do I know what oh. Do I want to go through and actually fight the other trainers? Yeah, okay, here's the deal. I want to for experience, yes, but I don't want to because I don't want it to, like, be boring. So to compromise, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to skip it, so you guys don't have to watch. So I'm just going to go through this, you know, train up on the Pokemon in here, not fight Sabrina right away. So I'll see you in a bit.
Cue outro, go!